Did you know that the average person spends around about 30 minutes every morning just staring at their reflection in the mirror? And let's be honest, most of that time's not spent admiring our good side. It's spent doing that weird thing that our mothers used to do, trying to remember what we looked like 5 years ago. We're all out here fighting gravity. While we're booking expensive clinic appointments, taking out small loans for serums that promise to deliver the world and deliver nothing, and considering whether we should just go back to wearing face masks full time, I fell face first onto something that actually delivers results. Are they miraculous? No. Are they enough to make it a decent buy? Yeah. As someone firmly in their 40s who's tried everything apart from bathing in the fountain of youth, it's safe to say that I have become somewhat of a skincare skeptic. My bathroom cabinet has looked like a failed science experiment on more than one occasion, and a lot of serums, lotions, and elixirs out there, hello plant stem cells, are basically pseudoscience masquerading as real problem solvers. They're not. I've lived through enough stress, late nights, warehouse raves, and questionable life choices to have seen it written all over here. And yes, for a while I bought into that whole men don't need skincare nonsense. I literally spent years thinking that my face was bulletproof. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. And it turns out that ignoring your skin doesn't make you more of a man. It just makes you way more intimately familiar with what oxidation is. So about 6 months ago, a company called Qure reached out to me, asking me if I would like to try their microinfusion system. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting much, but here I am, second box empty, now moving on to month 7, and it kind of changed the way that I think about skincare. Not so much the devices, because we all know how much I stan a collagen boosting beast, but the topical skincare side of things. And the best part, I can use it while I'm watching my guilty pleasure reality TV shows that I definitely don't admit to watching. You came in your Herman Munster shoes. If you know, you know. Okay, before we go any further, let me hit you with something a little bit exciting. Qure has just dropped their exclusive skincare bundles, and we're talking up to 55% off here. And no, it's not one of those buy one useless thing, get another useless thing for free kind of situation. These bundles are actually crafted for specific skin concerns, backed by actual science, and another spoiler alert here, it actually works. Now, let's get into the good stuff, because what I'm about to show you here has actually made my skin look better than the one time I accidentally burnt off half my face with an unlabeled TCA peel I may or may not have purchased off of eBay. I mean, I was young. So, what exactly is this not filter, not miracle, but actually works system? Let's get nerdy for a minute, because this is where it starts to get interesting. The Qure Micro-infusion system uses microneedle technology, and before you run for the hills screaming these aren't the kind of big needles that you see in a doctor's office, we're talking about teeny tiny ultra fine needles that are just 0.5 millimeters long. To put that into perspective, that's about the size of, well, something really tiny. So when you stamp the device to the skin, it creates microchannels, and these microchannels create what are known as controlled micro injuries. Now, don't let that term freak you out. We're talking about microscopic and precise pathways that can help increase your skin's ability to produce more collagen and potentially enhance ingredient absorption by up to 300% compared to topical application alone. So inside the box we have got the dermal mist, we have got the micro-infusion system, and we have got the serum for dark spots and the serum for wrinkles. Now dark spots aren't so much of a problem of mine at the moment. Summer is now been and gone, and I have got my freckles and a little bit of sun damage that I did have. And it was just a little bit because I am super on top of my SPF application. But that's all done and dusted and out of the way. Like I said, I'm firmly in my 40s, so I'm going to be going for the serum for wrinkles, which is exactly why I chose this one. And inside this little box here is where the magic happens. And we have the ampule right here. So let's quickly break down what we've actually got inside this powerhouse formula. You'll find copper peptide GHKCU, and this is at a 1% dilution. This is basically the star of the show and is what gives this liquid its blue hue. It's one of the most researched peptides out there, and studies suggest that it may help to support your skin's natural collagen production and the healing processes. It also has niacinamide, which is a tried and true skincare superhero, and this has been shown to help support the skin barrier while evening out skin tone and texture. Next up, beta-glucan. Now, beta-glucan is a bit of an unsung hero, but research has shown it to possess antioxidant benefits and to be super soothing and supportive for the skin. And we've also got double the amount of sodium hyaluronate. Now, like I said, this is an upgraded version of previous formulas where they've switched out the palmitoyl tripeptide 1 for the copper peptide GHKCU and literally doubled the sodium hyaluronate concentration. Basically, they took something good and made it into something amazing. But hold up, because this is where it's going to get even more interesting for those of you out there who love to learn a little bit more about the skin and how it works. So you know how you sometimes put on an expensive serum and you just hope that it's doing something? Well, it turns out your skin's actually pretty good at doing its job, which is keeping things out. And this is great for protection, but not so great for getting those actives and ingredients into the deeper layers of your skin. The stratum corneum, which is the fancy name for your skin's barrier, is only about 0.1 millimeters thick, and it basically behaves like a bouncer at the world's most exclusive club, keeping the riffraff out. But here's where Qure gets clever. The device uses ultrafine needles that come in at 0.5 millimeters. Why these specific lengths? Well, 0.5 millimeters can reach into the superficial dermis, and this is where all of that collagen producing party is taking place. And before you ask, nope, it doesn't hurt. We're not doing any DIY plastic surgery here, which surprisingly I haven't tried to do myself. I'm kidding, before anyone thinks that I'm being serious with that. The most that you feel when using this system is a slight warmth and maybe the occasional little tingle. The beauty of this system is that it works with your schedule and not against it. A full microinfusion treatment, that's just once every 2 to 4 weeks. Now, during a treatment, there might be slight warmth, there might be a little bit of pinkness, kind of like you've just sprinted behind the ice cream van as it's about to pull away. But after around about an hour, most of that pinkness should have subsided already. The next day, your skin is going to look like you have had the best sleep of your life. Pores are going to look smaller, skin is going to be glowing and dewy. Basically, it's going to look like that clock has been rewound just a few years. And this is going to continue for the next couple of weeks until you do your next session. Obviously, results are cumulative with this kind of treatment. The more often you do it over time, the longer lasting the results will be, the more your skin will respond, and the more you're going to enjoy more permanent results, which is why I am such a stickler when it comes to consistency. Alright, let's break this down so that it doesn't feel like you're prepping yourself for surgery. So first up, obviously you want to prepare your skin. That means if you're one of my long-haired friends, hair tied back because we're treating the skin and not the fringe or the bangs, wherever you are in the world. Double cleanse your skin, and I mean double because you want to be squeaky clean. And then set up a clean workspace, think professional, not mad scientist. Now once your skin is all double cleansed and prepped and ready to go, what you're going to do is you are going to use the dermal mist. This is basically going to sterilize your skin, make sure that everything is really clean. So quick spray. Smells like hospitals. Okay, while this is drying on my skin, I am just going to take out the ampoule from its box. This is a fresh ampoule. It's got fresh needles on it as well. I'm going to pop this open. And then once I start stamping, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the centre of the face and I'm going to work outwards. And with each stamp, I'm going to be overlapping by about 50% to make sure that I get super even coverage. Now that literally took like less than 10 minutes to do. I'm going to do this every 2 weeks as I normally do. I find that that is the best treatment time for my personal skin conditions and goals. And it just keeps my skin looking on point. Now if you've got any leftover serum, which I always have, you can just take that, rub it between the palm of your hands and press it into your skin. Because Waste not, want not. And remember, one treatment head per session. So after this session is done, dispose of your needle head safely, and you're always going to want to be using a fresh one because the needles will get blunt, they're not going to work as effectively, they will cause trauma. Plus, there's always a risk that you're going to introduce infection and bacteria into your skin, which you really don't want. Okay, so after the treatment, your skin's going to want around about 24 hours of R&R, rest and relaxation. So for the next 24 hours, no makeup, I know, but trust the process. Skip the gym, finally, a legitimate excuse. Keep your fingers and your hands off of your face. No swimming, saunas or steam rooms, and just keep things really clean and simple. No active ingredients and no harsh products. So by 24 hours, this is why all that careful prep and aftercare makes it so worth it. Your skin's going to be ready to show off all of that hard work, and just remember to slap on that SPF because your fresh skin needs protection. But as you can see, my skin is looking red carpet ready, making this the perfect solution for an important event, a special occasion, a photo shoot, just any time when you need to be camera ready. Basically what it's doing is it's creating what is essentially a skin filter in real life. I've been in the skin game for long enough to know now when something is worth the investment. This isn't about miracle promises or overnight transformations. This is all about giving your skin the tools and the ingredients it needs to be able to do its job better. I mean, take a second to think about it. Professional grade needling that you can use at home, science-backed ingredients at clinically proven concentrations, and a complete system that works together and not against each other, with results that actually come in and actually last a decent amount of time because you're working with your skin's natural processes. Now, if you are a little bit extra and fancy and like to have all of the help that you can get when it comes to maintaining your skin's perfection, then you're probably going to want to throw the Qure Micro-infusion targeted patches into your basket at the same time as the microinfusion system. These have got 80 self-dissolving micro darts made from sodium hyaluronate, and basically what they're doing is they are delivering active ingredients deeper into the skin in just the right layer, and you're going to see visible results with this one in as little as 2 hours. Now, I sleep with mine because I'm lazy like that. But basically the ingredients that you're going to find in this are things like caffeine, copper tripeptide 1, niacinamide, sodium hyaluronate, retinol, allantoin, licorice root, Centella asiatica extract, and a whole host of other goodies that are going to boost, protect and prime your skin from the inside out. I'm going to do these in another video because I've just micro-infused my skin, so don't need these right now. But basically these are designed for reviving under the eyes, helping to minimize the appearance of dark circles, reduce puffiness, and take on those fine lines and wrinkles that I know you are hyper focused on whenever you take a picture. And better still, it's going to leave your skin feeling so much firmer. So I also use mine over my nasolabials. You could use them over the lips to get rid of your little lip lines. You could do your 11s, the outer crow's feet, basically wherever you want to use them, totally fine. The reason that I love the Qure Micro-infusion system is because it works. It's based on actual science and not hype. Like I said, micro-infusion technology has been used in clinic for years. But what's special here is being able to have this level of treatment available in the comfort of your own home with proper safety protocols and professional grade ingredients. I mean, you couldn't want more. Okay, so if you want to get your hands on a Qure Micro-infusion system or some of the micro-infusion targeted patches, the LED mask, one of the preset bundles, or create your own bundle, I'm going to throw links in the description box down below and also pin it in the top comment so that you can get right to where you want to be. But when it comes to topical skincare products, there aren't many that I actually really stand behind. There's Remedy Skin, there's some of the Medicube products, a few of my K-beauty favourites like Banner Baggy, and there's Qure. But hey, drop a comment if you've got any questions about the microinfusion system, about the ingredients, about how it works, or how to incorporate it into your routine. Because while it's true that I love geeking out about skincare, what I love even more is being able to help so many of you guys achieve the kind of results that you never thought were possible at home. But yeah, that's all for today. But yeah, I guess that's about it for today. Remember that investing in your skin isn't vanity. It's taking care of the only face you've got. Unless you're an ex, in which case, never mind. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me for this video today. I hope that you found at least some value in it. and that it's helped you in some way or another. Have an amazing day ahead of you and enjoy the rest of your week, and I really look forward to seeing you in my next video. So I guess until then, TJ over and out.